Why would you say that?
Not doing nothing for the space. This is terrible.
If there were any.
I don't know if there were any.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think let's start over. That was a good warm-up, but
Yeah.
I think let's go in fresh. I think...
All right, going in fresh. All right.
And,
Well,
okay, if there was any things that you did think were, like, goon...
Yeah,
or
like when we're
good.
watching this back. Any
Sure,
things
yeah.
that were goon?
Well, no. Just to me, like,
Yeah.
can you repeat that when we go back in, you know?
Yeah.
That
Okay,
type of thing?
so, hold on. Welcome back.
No, okay, let's do 9-0... We'll call it 9-10. That's when we start.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's up, hustlers?
What's up, guys?
Are we doing the whole intro again?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
it's
sure.
a start. Not again, because this is the first time we're doing this.
Yeah,
This is the first take.
So-
Because that's how podcasts work, and it's a fluid thing, and it's natural, and we don't do retakes. So, jumping into business. This is like kind of episode 2. It's also kind of episode 1.
Yeah.
First, like, setup.
Yeah, first setup, even though we'll be back at the other one in 7 months.
Yeah, and we'll have more
Equipment.
knowledge, more equipment.
Hopefully more equipment.
It's going to be, for the time being, distance reasons, money reasons. It might be one of those 2 to 3 episodes a year type of podcasts, if that's a thing. I'm not really sure.
I mean, they always start off slow.
They always start off slow. Maybe
then-
not this slow.
Yeah.
But it'll be a special treat for anyone who actually likes this to be like, you know what, dude? It's been like 6 months since the last one. There's probably one coming soon. And
Yeah.
you're right. There probably will be one coming soon. But, again, I don't know if anyone's thinking about this 6 months down the line.
Yeah. Okay.
We'll see. Maybe it'll get spicier.
So,
but yeah.
let's start off strong. Let's pledge our allegiance to the flag.
Where's that going? Where are we going?
The literal flag.
The Haunted Mountain flag behind us.
All right, I pledge allegiance.
To
like
the
a
flag.
repeat after me.
Okay.
This
Is it? It's a repeat after me?
Yeah.
I pledge allegiance
To the flag
to the flag
of the haunted mound
of the Haunted Mound
and the music for which it stands.
and music for which it stands.
One nation,
One nation,
under grave man,
under grave man,
with true jeans and new rocks for all.
with true jeans and new rocks for all.
Yeah. In Ghost Mountain we trust.
There's more. In Ghost Mountain, we trust.
There's more. Okay, well, yeah, if that's
It
the reaction.
ends at In Ghost Mountain, we
Well,
trust.
no, if that's the reaction we're getting.
Okay. Okay.
We'll just cut it off there.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I feel like that was good. Anyway. Okay. Oh, wait, no, that's a speech. All right. Okay,
You wrote a
that's a
speech.
different speech. That's the thing again. Where the fuck is my... Okay, here we go.
I thought this was a no cursing podcast.
Okay. Watch episode 1, man.
Okay.
Watch episode 0, because that's what we're calling it now.
Yeah, that I like that.
That
I
will
think
be
you can
episode
call
0.
that episode 0. But okay, let's I kind of want to do a thing where we're engaging with viewers, but I also don't know who those people are. And I kind of don't know who would watch this.
We could engage with people that I loosely think might possibly view the podcast. And by that I mean we could get out the yearbook and call people's cell phone numbers.
That's weird. That's weird.
Well,
that
we could
might
just
be
call the
weird.
people that were on the podcast previously.
Dude,
Like-
I feel like you're going to get a lot of not answers, and it's going to be like a good 15 minutes of like just awkward calling and being like, oh, straight to voicemail. Wonder why. They must be busy, you know?
It is 10:05, so...
It's
We're
10:05,
recording
and
this pretty
some,
late.
people are all around. It's 10:05. Wow.
Yeah, we kind of started.
It's been a good day.
It's been a good day.
I went to the pinball museum.
Yeah.
Pinball's cool.
I had. Let's not talk about that. We had some come-ups.
Some come-ups.
Yeah.
Some falls.
Some plunders.
The natural fluctuations of a day on the town.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
Bro, what if you had like a sleep paralysis demon, but he was horny?
That was like the stupidest question, dude. That's like, this is like such a like, I don't know, that was such an MD Foodie Boys question. Like, you sound like just a like special 7th grader who like really wants like friends because he's like talking about, what if you had a horny guy in your room? What if there's a guy in your room and he was horny? You know? That came across like that, dude. No offense, but
you're turning into
kind
a
of
real
offense.
dink bot, man. You watch 1 minute of the Hustlers Dynasty and you're turning into dink bot.
Dude, I don't think you're milking the references a little hard, dude. It's like, I can't tell if this is like a homage thing or if you want to make your own podcast, and I'm kind of confused as like a partner. It's okay. It's a little bit of both.
A little bit of both.
I think if we want to come into our own, we got to limit the references. But that was a cool Hustlers Dynasty is a cool podcast that I actually I was just put onto, and yeah, it was fun. It was like, I guess the episode 0 was pretty heavily linked and inspired to it. You know, we put the intro in the episode and everything, but it was like that might get back to you if it gets more popular, copyright wise. You just kind of stole a whole video and just put it in your video. That's like kind of the definition of copyright.
That's kind of the bit, though.
Yeah, it was funny.
Yeah.
So, you know, I just the owners might not.
I'm looking at half of these, and they are just.
He made a list of.
They're either garbage or gibberish that I don't understand anymore.
You don't understand anymore.
At the time when I was writing it, I was like, yeah, I'll remember this. And then the next day, I'd be like, yeah, I remember this. And then the day after, I'd be like, yeah, I remember this. And then at a certain point, I stopped writing these. And now I'm just like, this is slop and gibberish. This is like nothing.
Yeah.
Man.
I think if you're watching this episode, you know, you're kind of understanding, dude, this is the early days. These are the early days. And it's like step by step, little by little, figuring out where you stand in the world. All that stuff. And like just kind of figuring out what podcast can truly be. Yeah. Is that accurate, would you say?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen the McDonald's prank call? And he's like, well, no, you haven't seen this because it's only popular on TikTok and you don't use TikTok.
This is true.
This is true. So you haven't seen this.
I haven't, probably not.
And
no.
I don't think there's enough money in the world. Like, okay, if we had the TV set up properly and we weren't in this... If I didn't set this up in the most retarded way possible, I would be able to pull this video up. But because
we're not at the point where we can share videos.
Yeah. I wish we were. I really wish we were. But unfortunately, I did not realize how stupid I was for thinking this would work. Like, the setup, specifically. The podcast is great, though.
Do you mean the, like, content-wise?
No, I'm talking about, like...
just the look.
Yeah,
I agree. I think this is...
This is, like, 2 tables next to... We have a sideways monitor with our recording software, and then there's like a TV underneath where our camera... Like, I thought I was going to be able to hook up...
It's a cool...
It was cool in theory, and then, like, I try to hook up the TV.
I think it's cool in reality.
I think it's cool in reality, but, like, it would have been cooler if, like... I could actually hook up the computer to the TV, but I'm not smart enough to do that. Either that or it just doesn't work.
Not tech savvy enough.
Yeah.
I wonder. You were telling me a story about how your like crackhead neighbor like takes your packages sometimes and claims that they're his, that he ordered them, and it's like a
it's like
gaming mouse, and you know
the wife is like taking the packages and being like,
he ordered like my husband ordered the gaming mouse, you know, for his for his computer, that he has. I thought that was kind of funny.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was like, oh, we're talking about like tech setup, and then that's a funny tech story, and it just didn't come out as I wanted to. But I'm getting the hang.
Let's talk about Planet Cemetery.
Yeah, we were on the bus with this like one bus driver who just had to like listen to this whole conversation. We were the only people on the bus. It was like 9 p.m.
I'm really into planets now, I guess.
And we were talking about like kind of future city plans, because the cities that we live in aren't really the
viable
long-term solutions. And then he kind of started talking about like planets, and like if there was like farming planets where it's just where you get.
This is actually such a good idea, bro. A planet, it's just like 8 billion cows, and then steaks are like 30 cents.
That's just not how.
And they shuttle them to Earth.
That's just not how cows work. That's not how planets work. That's not how space travel works.
They build like a second planet. They put like 8 billion cows there, and then they just. Now that I think about it, it would probably be pretty expensive to. Okay, and then you're talking about like how do we feed 8 billion cows, bro? We just make the grass plant. And
dude, you just can't like
back and forth.
If you could just like fart out planets that just like had resources, then like I think a lot of things would be different in the world. But it's like if we can figure out how to make a planet, it's not going to be the fucking cow planet, dude. It's not going to be the grass planet. That's like you're like 4 years old, dude. Like imagining like the freaking like solar system, and it's like, and this is where the cows come from, and this is where the grass comes from. And this is where my computer comes from. And this is where the Legos come from. It's like, come on, dude. Come on. Okay. There's not going to be a cow planet.
Okay. We're playing at Cemetery, go.
Yeah, we were like envisioning a movie. It was like originally we were kind of thinking about like this, if Cemetery made a planet. Cemetery the rapper. He's a
American rapper,
right? It's rap. You can call it rap.
Yeah.
Okay, you sounded kind of offended that I even questioned the rap. I don't know. It's something like that. I think it's adjacent.
Don't you listen to Cemetery?
I do. I don't think it's rap. Like
let's pull up like a Cemetery. Okay, well you're listening to like Rainbow Bridge 3, which I also am, but that's not rap. That's like.
But I don't think like 100 Acre Wrist is rap.
Yeah, but what would you call like fucking? Well, what do you call it then?
Dude, I don't. It's like nobody fucking makes like weird like crazy beats with like talking about like haunted shit. It's like I don't know, like it's its own thing, dude. Yeah. It's like,
but like
kind of,
They be rapping though.
I feel like 95% of music, like people be rapping,
People be rapping.
Yeah. Like, that's just like, people say things that rhyme in music, and it's not rap. I think that's not a crazy thing to say.
So you're saying Taylor Swift's not a rapper?
I'm saying Taylor Swift's...
Notorious B.I.G. isn't a rapper?
No, he is a rapper.
Tupac isn't a rapper.
They're rappers. Taylor Swift's not a rapper.
Big Smoke isn't a rapper.
Cemetery's on the fence, and I don't know, until maybe...
If you look up Cemetery right now... It's going to say American
fucking
rapper.
AI overview is going to tell you that he's a rapper. Oh, that's what music it is. That answers all my questions. Like that's just not, dude. Like, think with a little more. Think forward. Be like, oh, dude, he's doing his own thing. He's doing something new.
Well, yeah, he is doing his own thing, but I would still like.
He's doing his own thing among rap.
Okay,
like I don't know.
But Hackle Down is a rapper because he's black. Like, how racist are you, man?
No, but he makes like more. He makes music that sounds like rap, not because he has a black sounding voice. Like it's because he makes.
I never said anything about his voice.
Yeah, but you said you commented on him being black, and that was like, okay,
Yeah,
well,
but you're the one who said he had a black sounding voice.
dude, Hackle like makes music that's like closer to like Chief Keef than like, I don't know
Than the
what
Chief-
like.
than the
There's
origin-
nothing. I don't know what to compare Cemetery to. It's like spooky, scary skeletons had like a weird like trap baby. You know, it's like.
Okay,
Like,
that's funny.
Yeah, it's not really. It's not like Hackle. You can point to like rap influence. You know, like I saw Cemetery on a podcast talking about like Young Lean influence, and it's like, I love Young Lean. I like Cemetery. I don't see it at all. Like besides like silly lyrics, but I don't know, dude. It's like it's complicated.
So the American rapper Cemetery. What were you talking about?
Shut up, AI overview. It's like okay, but yeah, we're thinking about like a movie where it's like a cemetery planet because we're talking about like inventing planets.
Well, originally I was just like, bro, what if there was a planet cemetery?
Yeah, and then we like made like a backstory for it where it's like
We have a 24-minute audio
like
recording that is
Nazi cops, and there's the farm people who are kind of haunted.
Yeah.
Right? And then it's like, dude, I've done air quotes like 3 fucking times, man. I feel like a piece of shit. I'm sorry. But then it's like 100 years later. This was kind of my idea. It was going to be like 100 years later. The descendants of both of those, kind of Civil War type of thing.
I'm kind of a visionary, and you're like the story writer. Like,
I
all
like
I said
that.
was like, what if like,
And I made
bro,
something
what
beautiful.
if somebody made a planet and then Cemetery put like a JBL party box there, and there were like Nazi cops, and you just killed people all day.
Yeah. Like I think like anyone who's having like writer's block just needs like a weird fucking, like chud to just like say. Imagine if
Don't
there
call
was
me
a
a
cow
chud,
planet.
you chud.
Sorry, it was funny, dude. Imagine if there was a cow planet.
Both fucking podcasts. You know what? I don't even care. The word chud has been gentrified by
That's true.
by
Like,
stupid white people.
dude, I say chud now. Like,
Yeah, you were not saying chud 8 months ago.
I wasn't saying chud 8 months ago, but now I kind of
Brennan was not saying chud 8 months ago. Now every other story is like chud, 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 chuddity, chud, chud, chud.
dude, it's had like a weird resurgence. Like I feel like that was like
It's not
a
even
word.
resurgence. Like nobody normal has ever used the word chud
Dude,
until
it's
now.
totally having a resurgence. It was like a thing.
Yeah, sure, but I mean like a
I heard
resurgence.
chud.
I've
like
definitely
10 years ago, or not.
Yeah,
that
but like
long, but
you're fucking hearing that on like 4chan 10 years ago.
no, I was hearing that from my friend Adam.
Who is probably a 4chan user.
Yeah,
Or very closeted 4chan user at least.
something like that. I love you, Adam. There was like, yeah, I don't know. It's just like it kind of like clicked for me that was like a word, and I love saying it now. And dude, maybe I'm like a gentrifying asshole, like ruining Reddit terms, but it's like
Exactly.
whatever, dude. I'm sorry, I'm ruining Reddit terms.
Millions
Like,
must call themselves retarded incels now.
like that's just so much less fun to say. Like, I don't want to like call someone that, like unless they
Yeah,
are
that's
that.
like just a mean thing to say, but like that's
but like, dude, calling someone a chud
that's
is like
what real chuds
kind
have
of
to call themselves
hilarious.
now.
Like maybe I'm slipping a little bit, like mentally, but dude, I think chud is funny.
I think it's a funny word.
It's mainstream though,
Yeah.
and I think that's making people mad.
I think gentrification is whack.
I don't see the link to gentrification,
Well, it's like
but it's like
what do you call it when like a Trap Called Quest song blows up and like all the white kids are like using simp now. That's
Okay.
just like a stolen.
yeah, that's different than like. Do you think black people came up with chud? No, that's like the whitest
I never said
word.
that. It's
yeah,
like-
but it's gentrification implies that it's a like white people stealing a. I
Yeah,
don't
but,
know.
like,
I don't know if
most,
like
like-
ethnic like something, but
Most,
dude,
like,
chud is
chuds
the
are, like-
whitest thing ever.
You
It's
might-
like normal
No,
people
it's like-
are saying normal.
It's like people of color turning white because they don't go outside enough. That's who invented it.
That is so not like I don't.
And white people turning like.
No, dude, I think it's like normal white people using like a weird basement white person's term.
Yeah, but it's still gentrification. Like you have to come from the basement to know that word.
You have to come from the basement.
Yeah,
that's true. I mean, not really. Not really. I mean,
not anymore since it's been fucking gentrified.
Not anymore. I guess a couple years ago, however many years ago. I'm not really super tapped into the Chud timeline, but. Yeah, I'm sorry for calling you a chud, okay?
Yeah.
You're not a chud.
That's how that all came. That all came from.
You have to admit that was funny, imagining, like, people with writer's block just, like, calling up, like, just this strange basement boy, you know? And, like, can I call you basement boy?
I guess, man. I don't even have a basement.
No, that's your neighbor's house.
I'm the opposite of the basement. I live on the second
floor. He's in the attic.
Of a duplex.
Why are there not, like, attics anymore?
I have an attic.
Okay. Well, why don't people, like, do shit in attics anymore? Also, your house is built in 1890s. Like, so...
Spiders type shit.
Yeah. Like, I have, like, kind of an attic, but...
Well, I mean, like...
My house is also built in the
most people have, like, attics, but the attics are just, like... Oh, we built this roof really tall, and now you can just go inside of, like, the crawl space and... like staying in there.
Yeah, but there's like, dude, I just think there's like such a thing with like, oh, weird shit's always happening in basements. You know, that's like a thing that people talk about, and nobody talks about weird shit happening in the attic.
Is like the safest place because it's the farthest from the basement.
But why does the basement have these negative connotations? Like, why isn't the basement the safest place? Like, if there's a fucking like tsunami, you know, who's protected? The bunker underground people.
Yeah,
and who's vulnerable? The fucking attic people.
A basement. No, that's retarded. The basement.
How?
Because the basement people, the fucking cardboard house is just gonna get washed away by the
cardboard house. What are you talking about?
Houses in America are made out of like fucking cardboard, man.
That's just like not a thing.
I could push my thumb against this wall really hard and make a hole. You think
okay, but why can't you do that in the attic? Like what?
Because
that's the thing about your whole house. You can do that in the basement. You can do that in your house. You can do that in the attic. So why is the basement different?
Okay, so imagine this. This is the attic. This is the house. This is the basement. The tsunami comes in. The attic splits like the top layer that's coming down on it because it's an angled roof. So like it's gonna split. And then
it's just all going to be blown away.
All the force is going to go down into the regular house, and it's going to rip it away.
Okay.
And the attic is just going to, like, slowly glide away, and the people in the basement, they're going to get filled with water because the rest of the house
people in the attic are just going to, like, fly away. So it's, like, you basically prove my point that it's, like, there's not anything inherently worse about the basement.
No, but did you hear the part where I said the attic people slowly glide away?
That's not something that humans can do. So that's just not like, dude. If we're being real, dude, I just don't understand why attic dweller is.
Well, no, everyone's fucked in a tsunami. Like,
yeah,
even the basement people.
What about the fucking bunkers, dude? Why do they make tsunami bunkers?
A basement is not a bunker.
Dude, you know what I mean? It's fucking on the bottom. It's underground. Basements aren't... Some basements are underground.
Okay, but what about, like, on the hills of LA on, like, a stilt house? Like, what's the basement? Like, it's just slightly below the rest of the house?
Dude, I don't know. I'm not a fucking architect. So it's like...
So why do you like basements so much?
I don't like basements. I don't understand why basement dweller is a thing and attic dweller isn't.
I'm sure it is. It's just like...
Who have you ever heard someone before right now say attic dweller?
Yes, I've heard many people call themselves attic dwellers because they've been called basement dwellers, and then they're like, well, actually, I live in the attic, so...
You have never heard that. Someone has been called a basement dweller. Nobody has ever used, no, I'm an attic dweller as a defense. Nobody has ever done that. Okay? I don't care what you pull up. That's not a thing. And then, this strange,
Yeah.
Okay, well...
So let's start naming things in frame. We got a lamp over here that we usually use. There's the big light that's not... Well, yeah, actually, that is in frame.
We meaning you, because I don't live here.
Yeah.
By the way.
There's protein powder in the Ziploc bag. I don't know why I did that. Or put it in the Ziploc bag.
To make it fresh.
Or why it's in my room. Yeah.
Because that's how it works.
That's how it works. We got a keyboard and a mouse hooked up to a PC on a chair that you guys can't see.
Well, don't make them feel bad, okay?
Yeah.
Don't make them feel bad.
I'm going to make them feel bad.
If they spend an hour watching this, they're already doing rough.
Hour? So. Dude, we're 38 minutes in. This is not an hour.
30 minutes because none of those minutes don't exist.
Yeah, 28 minutes. We actually just spent 8 minutes out of the room we were accidentally recording.
Yeah.
There was nothing going on in here. The recording actually corrupted. We can tell already.
Okay, well, so what else? Because if you can steer the conversation in another way that doesn't involve basements, attics, or Japanese girls, let's find something fresh, you know? Because those things, I feel like we milked them a little bit, you know?
Yeah. Let's talk about... Let's talk about our peers, a.k.a. the wokies. The woke people. My peers. More like loosely your peers, mostly my peers. Like peers that okay. That's going nowhere. Like these people are all woke. All the people that we know.
He's showing like his Instagram followers. I don't really know who he's showing.
I mean,
what does that mean? Like the wokies? Like what do you mean by this? What is there to discuss about this?
Like I feel like if we post this,
can we dive deeper?
Yeah, well, I guess at the time I was thinking about like we're gonna post this. And I don't even remember what I was thinking, but something along the lines of like, what if we post this and we keep saying retard and like, I'm not.
For the record, I haven't said that word yet. Not saying it's not going to come out at some point.
Yeah.
I haven't said it yet.
No, you definitely said it. I feel like you definitely said it. I
don't know. I've been monitoring pretty hard. I think I've said fuck like 3 times, and that's like it.
I don't think that's
Dude,
true.
I've been clean as fuck.
Well, anyway, I was thinking our peers, when they see this, when we post this, and they hear us say, retard and,
why would you say that?
We can just bleep it out.
You're reminding me that there is a very real possibility that we need to talk about that maybe no one watches this because first episode 0 we did kind of hold people in a room and be kind of like, hey, watch us talk about nothing for an hour and
then go home and watch this on YouTube in a month.
Yeah. We kind of did that. And that's kind of the elephant in the room for me is like, yeah, okay, we got 150 views on our podcast. Yeah. How many of those were like kind of like force watches? Like, oh, watch my link. And then someone opened it for 10 seconds. How many of those were just you rewatching it? You know?
Probably about like 8, maybe. So we have like 142. Okay, but like...
But, we need to be facing the possibility that, hey, dude, we might be one-hit wonders, if that,
I think episode 3 will get a decent amount of views. Episode 2, we're gonna get like 40 max.
Is this episode 2 or episode 1?
This is episode. Okay, so episode 0, the original.
Yeah.
This is episode 1. This is gonna get like 40 views max.
Okay.
And then episode 2, maybe we'll get another 150, maybe not.
It'll fluctuate. I think it'll fluctuate.
Well, you reposted it on your Instagram, but now you don't use Instagram.
Yeah, I'm kind of taking a step back from that because, doesn't really matter.
Because you're a chud.
Not because I'm a chud, actually, because I'm, like, kind of the best. I still use it to text people.
He's aura farming, by the way.
I don't do that, dude. I'm just, like,
he's
stepping
aura
away.
farming.
I don't see how that's aura farming.
He refuses to post on Instagram to aura farm.
It's not aura farming. It's just kind of like, hey, dude, you kind of got to realize what? I have like 200 followers and I know maybe like 50 of them, and there's like 50 of them who I like kind of want to see my shit and like want to share with. And then there's like 150 who it's like, dude, I kind of don't know who you are, you know? And it's like, until I go in and like figure that out, and I'm like, you know, let's cut out all the muddle.
But there's also the aspect of your aura farming.
Not really, dude, because I kind of, dude, it's weird, you know? I think everyone with Instagram, at least, or like any kind of social media like that, should be thinking about this, because it's like, oh my god, dude, I'm kind of posting like personal shit. Yeah. Not personal, but you know.
But then that just goes on the close friends that you can closely monitor, and then the other shit that's like, oh, I took a picture of this like Starbucks drink that I got. You can just post that on the story.
I know, but I don't want to be one of those fucking guys who posts about Starbucks. That's the worst of the worst. I'm sorry. Like,
yeah, but then you make it ironic, and you're like, male manipulator podcast host buys matcha.
That's another thing where it's like, dude, if you're someone who's like very ironic, you might not care about this, but if you're someone who's very ironic and you post a lot of stupid shit, thinking that everyone who follows you is gonna be like,
well, yeah, obviously. Like,
oh yeah,
maybe 4
this
people.
Guy's at it again. But some people might be like,
yeah, no, nobody fucking cares about my shit. Like, I got like 60 followers, 20 people view my story. Like, probably 4 of them don't just like speed past when they're like tapping the screen like this to get through everybody's story, because they have like their weird OCD where they need to view everybody's story but they're not actually watching it. And then like 2 of those 4 people who actually watch it, like maybe they get like a little grin when they see my stupid shit posted.
Yeah, I do that sometimes. I can't lie, just because it's.
Well, I mean, yeah, but it's like
I want people to know I'm.
When this is like the guy that's like notoriously like just reposting every single reel that he sees.
Dude, those guys, it's like
those guys.
Why?
Then it's like okay, yeah, like. Oh yeah, I'm gonna repost.
There's like 40 of these reels that are all like the same. Like,
yeah, and then like.
Share this with the world.
Don't get me wrong. Like, yeah, I'm like pro Palestine. We can bleep that if you're offended or whatever. I'm gonna clip this because I run the Hustlers Dynasty Junior clip account on TikTok.
That's a thing? I didn't know that was a thing. I guess that's...
Yeah, and I used your face as the profile picture.
What picture of me? Well, yeah.
3 likes, holy.
3 likes, 1 like, 1 like, and they were you.
Yeah, this one got 1 like that wasn't me.
Okay. I don't know how I feel about that being the profile picture. I'm gonna say I'm okay with it for now.
Yeah, we'll swap that out eventually. We'll just make it this right here, this exact frame.
Promotion segue.
If
you're wondering where that picture's from, I made a movie and it's on YouTube and it's called Happy Trail.
Link in the bio. I'm gonna put.
Sure, yeah, we could.
I'm just gonna rickroll them. I'm gonna put.
That's not funny anymore. That hasn't been funny in like 8 years, dude. Not even, dude. Like, I feel like that's like lowbrow on Reddit.
Yeah, you get banned. You get your entire Reddit account banned on Reddit.
Dude, that's like.
You get your entire Reddit account banned on Reddit if you post that on Reddit, on the hit platform Reddit.
Like the least efficient sentence that you could have made. With that. You could have just done it. Yeah, you get banned. Yeah, you get your Reddit account banned on Reddit if you post that on Reddit. You know, it's like. Are you even a legit podcaster, bro? Like, you got to be efficient with your words. Obviously. It's so unprofessional. It's so unprofessional. Whatever.
You're making me giggle.
Yikes, man.
No, I gotta go in for another.
No, you don't. It's so unprofessional. Okay. Alright. What are we at? We're at 41 minutes.
I'm looking to do an hour and a half. We gotta do
hour and a half?
Well,
you think we're not even halfway done? I can't even imagine like how.
No, not like actually an hour and a half, but like that corrupted 8 minutes. So you got to get like a.
You want to do an hour 20?
Yeah.
Dude, imagine like.
Let's just get to an hour, and if we got more juice in the tank, we keep going. But like.
How much juice are we gonna have, dude? I feel like after
Well,
like
what
the
if we get like a
55 mark,
burst
it's
of
gonna be unwatchable?
What
Like
if we get like a burst of inspiration?
I would love a burst of inspiration right now.
I got a burst
actually,
of
like,
inspiration in
love
the
podcasts.
stash
Like,
right now.
I think
I love podcasts like this. Like I would actually like if
this was not you,
if
you
this
would watch
was
it?
wiped from my brain, this entire podcast,
You would love
and
watching this.
and our faces were swapped, and you like, well, not because like just so I didn't know it was us, like just our faces were swapped, or like even covered up, and our voices were changed because they're hideous, and like both of our voices are just like so incredibly shrill, and like would probably make the audience listeners' ears bleed. Shout out Spotify. We got this podcast on Spotify.
That was impressive. That was
shout
all
out
him.
Spotify.
That was impressive.
Shout out Spotify.
I don't think you should shout out Spotify. Spotify's kind of doing bad
fuck
stuff right now.
Yeah, we'll cut that out where I said fuck Spotify. We'll cut that out again.
A lot of my favorite bands are leaving, and it makes me sad. And I might be the next one to leave because I want to listen to my favorite bands.
Yeah, I might switch to YouTube Music.
YouTube Music kind of seems like where it's... I'm not going to be like a SoundCloud premium guy. Like
I think I am, because then you get to upload more music, and I've already hit my limit of garbage.
Yeah. Okay.
Of straight garbage. I'm not linking my SoundCloud. My SoundCloud, that's what I said.
I think it would be fun if you did.
I think it would be fun if I did, but everything up there is garbage. If this doesn't make
it won't be garbage, and you'll be like, "Hey, that was beautiful."
If this doesn't make our listeners' ears bleed, then no, this is a beautiful podcast.
I think it's nice. I think it's been a nice one.
Yeah.
I think it's very.
It will be a nice one for another 40 minutes.
Dude, no, we're not.
Dude, we've already hit minute 53.
-9.
A minute 53. Well, no, that would be a minute and 53 seconds. What am I saying? We've hit 53 minutes minus the deleted footage that was deleted by
Alright, we gotta stop referencing that. Because now it's sounding kind of weird. We basically just tried to
I'm just gonna leave that footage in, right? This is unedited.
Dude,
this is going straight on YouTube.
It can't go straight on YouTube. If that means that we get to end at the hour mark instead of the, hour 20.
No, we're not ending there. Okay. I'll pump out another 8 minutes.
You'll pump out another 8 minutes. Okay.
What's next on the chopping block?
Yeah, he's got a chopping block. There were some preparations.
Do you want to talk about the pole business? I feel like that's a fun story to tell.
If you're there, if you're not there,
I feel like it's an interest. I think it's fun to tell, but maybe not fun to listen to.
We could tell it, yeah.
Yeah, we could tell.
It's hard, I hope people understand how awkward it is, telling stories that are supposed to be funny when you don't see people laughing.
Yeah.
That's weird. And I gotta, give podcasters a lot of credit. It's comedy podcasters. Just people trying to be...
Dude, imagine how bad, imagine how bad, I'm not going to say their names, but imagine how bad they feel when, one of them is telling, a story that they think is funny, and then they're just sitting there and they're getting no reaction. Not even from the co-host.
Yeah, that's rough, but it's also, you can use that as a cue to be like, hey, maybe my story's actually not funny to anyone else. Or you don't know and your story's really funny to your co-host, but everyone watching is like, what?
Yeah.
And you'll never know until you get, a bunch of comments being like, you guys suck,
Yeah.
And then...
We're probably going to get some of those.
I don't know if anyone...
Especially from our close friends.
From our close friends?
Yeah, I'm going to post this on my story, and literally anybody from that place that we were at sees this, they're gonna come to this video. We're gonna be like, holy shit, we got 40 views in 3 minutes, and every single one of those 40 views is just gonna be somebody leaving it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Why'd you say Cassie leaving?
Dude, stop.
We'll bleep it.
We're cutting that. That's not a bleep. That's a cut.
That's a bleep.
That's not a bleep.
Well, no, it's like like you bleeped the entire word, not just like the middle, like most people do.
I like the middle bleeps, but not if they're like, you know, given a bad rep. But kind of fell apart there, but I think we had a good run.
Compared to Secret Episode 1 that will never be seen because I completely deleted the footage. Not the footage that was corrupted at the beginning of this, but the secret footage with
I don't know what this means.
Yeah, I tried to do a podcast without Victor, and it was...
It just needed...
It was so much work. Like, this is like... this is like passable as a podcast.
I think so, yeah.
And, that episode that we recorded without you, that was like...
Maybe that's a future Patreon episode?
No, the footage is gone forever.
Oh, okay.
I deleted that off the face of the earth.
I think chemistry improved this episode. I think it was easier to bounce off, you know?
Yeah, but
I think that was...
We were, like, bouncing turds off each other. But it was still easier to bounce
off. But it's... I mean, in some ways it helps to have that...
Dude, if we could get, like, a proper audience tomorrow and we, like, re-record this episode, that would be, like... I think that would make it better. No, like, if we got, like, not stick to a script, but, like, if we just, like, got an audience tomorrow and, like, made another episode, and then people watched this episode and they were like, wow, that's shit. And then they go to the next episode and they're like, wow, that was amazing. I mean, obviously,
this is amazing. That would improve our game? Maybe. You know how many people in, like, I think pretty much every industry have been like, you know what we really need is an audience, you know? And then it's like
the live studio audience, like, lets me, like, just not, like, it just lets me sit there and do nothing. Cause
those people were kind of prisoners. I can't
They were prisoners, but, like, it was really funny when Grayson was talking about nothing, and then, like...
Grayson was talking about a lot of things.
Grayson was talking about a lot of things, but he was saying nothing. So, like, I think when the conversation has gotten so horrible that other people are like, I want to hear Epic again, I think that just makes it so much easier for me.
Okay.
I think that just makes it so much easier for me to, like, jump in and do, like, something kind of funny.
Look at this, though. We were doing an outro, and then we got caught up in conversation, and that's what podcasts are all about.
That's what podcasts are. I got a little bit of juice.
Caught up in the conversation. It's about getting the juice.
I got like 10 minutes of juice.
You got 10 minutes? Oh. Those are, you know...
I got like 8 minutes of juice.
Those are strong words.
I got like till 11 juice.
You have to finish strong.
Yeah.
Till 11? What time is it? Oh.
10:52.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think you got to finish strong, dude. I think we're finishing strong right here. You got more left in the tank?
I got more left in the tank.
You want to fly solo for a bit?
I'm not flying solo. Fuck that. But, like...
Okay.
No, I'll do some funnies until you're ready to jump in. How do you guys feel about Cash Grabber 9000? This guy's awesome.
Posting content. Oh, I want to start posting content.
Oh, wait, no, this is a...
You look good in your costume, don't get me wrong. It's just a little unrealistic. I actually just got done watching the movie, and not in one scene did the Lorax have his pussy out. You look good in your... You only get weed-induced panic attacks if you have the soul
Okay.
of a warlock.
If the juice is showing other people's TikToks...
Well, no,
I don't think the juice is real.
No, the juice is real.
The juice is real?
That was just funny. I just wanted to bring that up.
Okay.
This guy's funny.
He's just watching TikTok now. He's just watching TikTok. So, well, we appreciate you guys, and if you guys exist.
I mean,
and I don't really know how.
Honestly,
I think you kind of just
actually. How do you feel about Israel in Palestine? I'm liking that one. I'm reposting that one. like 2 other people just like sitting
Yeah,
there.
around.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
if we just had like 2 people sitting on that pile of garbage,
Yeah.
it would have been a better episode.
You mean my stuff?
No, I'm talking about my pile of garbage.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that
But then
would've
where
been
would your
fun.
stuff go? So like,
Sure.
go on the bed.
I also do like the solo podcast because it feels more like
us.
yeah, more like us, and also like
Like
less desperate for validation a little bit, you know?
Yeah.
Like I feel like if there were other people in the room, I'd be like,
If we-
I hope this isn't weird, but it's like I don't really feel that.
I don't know. I feel like just having like, well, I guess, well then that would make me desperate for validation. But I was about to say,
No.
well, no, I was about to say like, yeah, it makes me feel better.
Push forward, and you got more experimental this episode.
Yeah.
You know, some of the experiments I was not a fan of. You know, but it was like,
No, we'll bleep all of those.
Yeah.
We'll bleep.
yeah, and then they say the N-word.
Yeah. And then all the white Americans are just like, yeah, I'm Playboy Cardi, I can say the N-word.
Yeah, don't say cunt, you fucking.
Yeah, Braden 6'7" with the ice cream scoop haircut is like, don't say cunt, that's such a to say, and then he'll be like,
I'm gonna quit a cop, yeah, sipping on white. Pussy with my brother, yeah, he got a my white.
yeah.
You wouldn't have done that on. You just did that on camera.
Well, no, that's going in. That's like that can be spliced in. That's good.
Dude, I low-key have diarrhea.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I don't know
that's
if you've
getting
been
put in.
noticed that, like, I've been taking, like, such long shits, but it's, like, low-key have diarrhea.
Yeah, I've been noticing you taking long shits.
Yeah. I mean, it was hard not to notice. It's been, like, a long, but it's, like...
Yeah, like I almost got the entire room set up by the time you were back.
I know, yeah.
And that took me like 15 minutes.
And that was, like, what, my 4th shit of the day or something? You know?
Yeah.
Like, dude, like, it's rough, but...
And you're taking like 20 pisses.
No, it was just, like, a weird string of, like, 3 pisses in, like, very
That were
short time.
all outdoors.
Yeah, but we were out all day.
You're
It was,
peeing
like-
in the out. Yeah, but you can't be like, you can't go like knock on somebody's apartment door and be like, hey, I gotta pee really bad.
No,
Actually,
you can't.
no, you
You
can't.
can't do that.
Oh, did you see
can't
the?
do that?
Did you see the UPS?
I think
No,
the
I'm going through
episode's
my favorites.
over.
No, the episode is never over. It's never.
We're
our-
finishing here.
No,
okay.
the episode
Whoever
is never
watched-
over. Shut
Whoever
up.
watched
Shut
this
up.
far,
Shut up. The episode is never over. Our
whoever
whole
watched
life
this
is an
far,
episode.
Thank you guys. We appreciate it. It was a good episode.
This sure has been an episode.
This
a
sure
fucking
has been an
mental
episode. Okay.